finished wasting school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues. Let's go, 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 let's go. Yeah.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. To return, here's Daquan Hardy. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Plays made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Half 85, half 85.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
On third down, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Samuel. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Buffalo.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
James Cook with a nice gain there to move the chains. And here we are in year 3, Mike, and all James Cook does is get better. Had a good, solid rookie season a couple years ago. 1,500 yards, kind of a breakout year last year, making the Pro Bowl. He continues this steady improvement. He's going to be one of the top backs in the entire league.
On first down, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he's got it. First down, a pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now Allen on first down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. He'll try and run here with Cook. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, home. Off 52. What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
What's that?
They'll run with Cook. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They've gotten to the 2 on this opening drive, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. Yeah. Number 1, high.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's taken in left side by Smith. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Tua gonna give it to Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
All right, come on.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready, set. Roll.
Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here's 3rd and 2.
20 TX. Out.
Back to throw is Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle.
Let's go.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Listen.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now it's Allen. That's to the right side and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Alert. Listen.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground is H.A. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board now here in this second quarter. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Ready to stand. Ready.
Here's a give to H.A. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Ready. Hey, number one. Watch it, Oscar. 21G.
Here's Tunga Vailoa. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Tua. This one caught just past the pylon. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Dolphins get back in it. It is 21-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
56, 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 16.
Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Extra point try by Bass. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Tua. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's 2. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy 2nd half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
All right, let's go.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, three, kick. Hey. Step. Out.
Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready. 20 TX.
On the carry, here's A-Chain. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Third down and 9.
Come on, one. All right. Out.
From the gun, here's Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will have a Dolphins first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Tua to throw again. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock them back to the 7.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He keeps it himself.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Allen going to throw again. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Third and long.
Middle.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with, that's swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Ifotu Melifonwu. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. Here's a third down and 4. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick-6. But to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Go ahead. Watch it, Austin.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
21G.
Now a first down throw for Tua. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Touchdown, Miami. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Here's Tagovailoa. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And he'll take it on in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Here's a screen coming for Wright. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Dolphins 29.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
Ready to stand. Hey, get set. Out.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
14 on the pickup. First down, Miami.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Cook. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On 2nd down, here is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Tight.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it starts.
He gets free. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit to 7.
Dolphins 36.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. A carry for Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.